Okay guys, let's start working on the banner part. So the text for this, locate on the content, and here are the text. Just copy this one. So group the top part and name it header. Below it, create a new layer and group it and name it banner. And start placing the text. For the meantime, let's make it black. Check the font size, 60 pt. Just place it on the center for the meantime by pressing Command A and Move tool, and on the options panel hit on this one to align it horizontally. Now followed by the text, turn off the all caps, change the font size to 24. Let's make this regular and place it on the center again. And this will be followed by the button. Get the free code. The font size for this, let's make it 16. Turn on all caps. Change it to bold. Place it on the center. Since this is a button, as you can see right here. Now here's a technique how I create buttons. Command T, and on the information panel it shows the width. It says 158. Now for this button, I'm going to add 30 pixel margin on left and right. So 158 plus 60 . So 158 plus 60, that will be 218. So let's create a shape and make sure it's rounded rectangle tool and change the radius on the options panel to 2, and below the get the free code, create a new layer so 218, and for the height I'm going to make this 54. Now change the color to white for the meantime. Select both layers by pressing Shift and click, and align this horizontally and vertically. Group this and name this button. Now let's align this. On this part, let's create another 60 pixel guide. And for the banner size, The size for this will be 650. So measure it until you reach 650. Right there. Zoom in and just place it right on the baseline grid. Right there. Now, create a new layer by selecting the banner group folder and place it right on the very bottom. Now name this base, and using rectangle tool, create a big rectangle to fill it. Now that we have it in place, now time to apply the colors, right colors for our website. Now switch on to flatUIcolors.com. This will be the palette we will be using. Now there are 4 colors I'm going to choose from this. One is the Midnight Blue, Peter River, Orange, and the Concrete color. So these are the 4 palettes we will be using. Now go on to Photoshop, and for the base layer, we're going to use Midnight Blue. Paste it by pressing Command V. And for the links, we're going to use Concrete. So just change the color. For the active state, let's make it white. As well as for the heading text. Now for the company name, let's choose orange. And let's turn this, instead of bold, let's make it light. Make sure it's on center. And for web applications, make it white. For this one, let's make it concrete. And now, for the button, as we know, there are different kinds of styles I showed you lately, like the stroke button. The other one is the solid color, just a solid fill color without any styles. But for this design, we're going to combine the two. So turn this to white and change the text . Change the text black for the meantime. And now, the opacity to 10. And make the stroke if you switch on to the rounded rectangle tool on the options panel, the stroke is turned off. So turn it on and change the fill color to white. Now, change the text to white. Let's see how it looks like. think 10 or 5 will do for this type of design. Now, let's align the text for the banner. Turn on the baseline grid. So, press 6 times until you reach here, the baseline grid. So for the button, press 12 times. Now by selecting the banner and using the rectangular marquee tool and select like that, switch to the move tool and press vertical alignment. Make sure you just this one, not including the base, and hit on vertical align. Now that will make it center. And let's adjust the alignment. As well as for the button. Now I think we're good on the alignment. Let's start adding the image for the banner. So locate it, File, Open, and on Desktop, Images, switch on the banner. Now cut it and place it at the top of the base in this image. Now clip this to the base layer. As you notice, or as you know, the one I showed you for the example banners, some of them uses solid color, some of them uses blurry backgrounds, and some of the styles uses a image and less opacity to the image. Now to do this, go to Layer and New Fill Layer, Solid Color. Now make sure it's masked on the image and choose the midnight blue color. And we're going to decrease the opacity to 90 or 95. Now, we just achieved this style for flat design. Some of it are blurry, some of it is just an image right beside a fill color and less opacity, and some of it are just solid color. But I prefer like this one, so be it. This will be the banner part of our website. So on the next video, we're going to make the services section right here. So see you guys on the next one.